guys, we are not doing well. Let's do something about this. And then they do a safety meeting. Now remember, who used to do this before? It was me. And now they are doing all that. They are managing. They are motivated to beat their own records. And they did it. After some time, these departments, including the fitting room department, all of them managed to follow and achieve the 100%. The project was over, and I was happy because everybody was doing what they are supposed to be doing 100% of the time. Now, do they do it wholeheartedly? Is it in their belief? Is it something they really believe in? It doesn't matter. They are following. We have no accidents. Isn't that good? They are doing. Until something happened. I was sitting in my office and Mehdi comes to visit my office. Mehdi is an old employee who works in the workshop. He's a technician. And he tells me, Mr. Mohammed, can I invite you to visit our workshop? Now, you have to know this, ladies and gentlemen. We safety guys are never invited to any section. In fact, we are hated so much, no one wants to see us. And this guy is coming to my office and tells me, come visit my workshop. He thinks I cannot find a mistake. I will. But when I visited his workshop, all the employees and the contractors were waiting for me because they wanted to announce to me a new system. Their shortcut was jumping over the pit, which they managed to improve. However, because they have contractors who don't understand the language, they came up with an idea to make a sticker that tells everyone, do not step, clearly, and they educated their visitors and contractors. And everybody followed. Wow, that was something I used to do. I used to give them the solutions. And now these people are taking charge of their own improvement. I realized that something else was happening other than the numbers, other than following safety. Day by day, it unfolded to me that people are following safety not because they have to, but because they want to. And how did this happen? To cut the long story short, let me give you 3 shortcuts that helped us and will help you in your organization stop the shortcuts that happen because of safety. So here goes. The 3 shortcuts are walk, watch, and win. Number 1, walk. What do we do as safety professionals? We just walk into the departments and give a talk. And we hope people that they will follow us. Guess what? When you flip the table, flip the coin, and allow people to do the talking, allow people to walk instead of you, you will have better results. And that's what we did. When I invited them to talk about their problems and put the policies and procedures, themselves, they were more ready to apply them. Not only that, they have become people who talk about safety and they give solutions and suggestions. The second shortcut is watch. Let me ask you a question. How do we measure safety in our organizations? I know the traditional classic way. We just count how many people got hurt. And by that we decide how safe we are. Well, that's a lagging indicator. We need to give metrics that people understand. They will not understand our non-conformity audit reports or our inspection reports. They need to have something meaningful, as simple as plus and minus. So in our case, it was only numbers, weekly numbers, which the employees actually helped us give the numbers. It's not us. That's why they were able to understand. So the other thing is, Give people something they can measure and understand the metrics, not something only the managers understand. And when they go to the shop floor, the distance is so huge. So number 2, let them watch and understand what they are watching. Let them observe. Number 3, I remember this very well when one of the employees came to us and said, we achieved the target. Can you come to our department? We are having a celebration. Celebration? We didn't hold the celebration. It's usually the PR or the HR or the management or the safety department, but these people said, we have a celebration and we have a cake we brought from home. Good. I'm ready to eat cake. So I went there, and the guys who achieved the target were the guys who were celebrating, talking about it, and announcing their results. And here you go. These are 2 departments which invited us, me there, to celebrate the results. So the second shortcut is let the people also celebrate in their own way. If they won, let them win by themselves and decide on how to win, how to celebrate. And Jack Welch said, you get the behavior that you reward. We need to turn safety achievements from rewards into a rewarding progress. But the biggest surprise was this. Was this team. If you look closer, this is not a section. These are the heads of all the sections in the department. They are not within the scope of the program. They are supervisors who don't do shortcuts. They are just people who sit behind their laptops and rarely come in the workshops. And yet they came to me and said, Mr. Mohammed, we want to participate in the program. You are not allowed to. You are just supervisors. You are just managers. You don't do shortcuts. Oh, yes, we do, Mr. Mohammed. We know very well that we don't wear the safety glasses where we should do. And because of that, people are taking us as bad role models. And in fact, they are following our bad example. And we decided to become the leading example, not the lagging example. And look at them. The next day, they were filling their cards and becoming part of the program. They promised me to finish it in 5 weeks. And the supervisors team finished it in 4 weeks. They were 100% compliant. There was something strange happening. It's not about numbers. It's not about doing things. But people were starting to believe in safety, to do safety regardless of me being there or not. Remember when I told you at the beginning, do you want your employees to do, think, and say safety all the time, 100% of the time? Well, in my example, in those few months, until 2009, those employees were doing, thinking, and saying safety all the time. And the numbers also, by the way, proved it. What the numbers said is that it wasn't only doing. People's attitude has changed. The safety attitude survey result proved that before the program they were 54% only in their safety attitude. But after the program they jumped to 76. Their attitude level went up. Not only that, things not related to safety like teamwork, responsibility and cooperation, these other factors, the byproducts, have also jumped. According to the survey, before they were only 67%. After the program, they improved in 75% in things not related to safety, but daily skills. I left Alba in 2010. Immediately after the program, but I became a believer, a real believer. And and only a year ago, 10 years, almost 10 years after the program, I was wondering whether this really continued or not. I came across this Instagram account which says Alba Workshop. And I opened it. It was an account made for the guys in that department. They did it by themselves. And I was browsing and browsing, and the level of engagement, real engagement in safety was really evident. And I thanked them by a direct message. Thank you guys, you're doing so well. And the answer came, it's because of that 2009. Wow. Few shortcuts, few real shortcuts in safety behavior can make a long-term impact. These shortcuts can make all the difference. Remember, we said values, attitudes, perceptions, and behavior, what people think, do, and act. You can make them do that. If you follow 3 shortcuts, let them walk, let them watch, let them win. These are the 3 shortcuts to help you create a safety culture. Over to you.